Good morning, students. Now, today your topic is protection of wildlife, food chain, and food web. Protection of wildlife. You have known that what is wildlife. Now, we have to protect. We are habituating for hunting the animals and cutting down the trees. Now we are destroying both of the substance, both of the things, that is plants and animals. We destroy the plant, that is the living place of animals, and we also hunt the animals for what? For using their body parts. Now the very important process that is done in nature, that is food chain. Food chain is affected by hunting of animals. Now food chain is disturbed, then our ecosystem is disturbed. Now for wildlife, for protection of wildlife, government had made a law, that is Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Now this, what is the objective of this law? What is the aim of this law? Its aim is to control effectively the poaching and illegal hunting of animals and cutting down of trees. Now in wildlife both are coming, plants and animals. Now we have to protect the wildlife for food chain and food web. Now this law, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, it is amended in January 2003. Punishment and penalty for offences under the Act have been made it more stringent. This, there is the punishment and penalty. Punishment, you are knowing that what is the punishment, dand, and penalty, that is some rupees you have to pay अगेंस्ट योर ऑफेंस, जो आप अपराध किए हैं, है ना, जो एनिमल्स को मारते हैं उसमें ये ऑफेंस है, एंड इट ऑफेंस के अगेंस्ट पेनाल्टी देना होगा. तो नाउ पनिशमेंट एंड पेनाल्टी मेक दिस रूल मोर stringent, that is more strong, effective. Now a very important reason for protecting wildlife, you know that what is the food chain. To protect our food chain and food web, we have to protect the plant and animals for what? For maintain the ecosystem, for maintain the balance of living beings in our environment. Now you have known that what is the law, that is what's name, the law Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Under this law there is the punishment, there is the penalty for illegal hunting of animals and illegal cutting down of tree. Understand? Now food chain. We all know that we all get food by plants, directly or indirectly. Some animals get their food by plants directly, some are getting by indirectly. Now we all are dependent on the plant. Now there is a link between the animals and plant. That is, you know that rat eats the plant, rabbit eats the plant, goat eats the plant directly, and owl does not eat the plant, but it eat what? Rat. Huh? So now rat gets food from plant, and that food is got by owl through rat. So now owl gets food indirectly by plant, but rat gets food directly by the plant. Now there is a link between two animals or among many animals. Now you know that goat eats the plant and jackal eats the goat. Now jackal also take the plants through what? Goat. Now jackal is indirectly dependent on the plant, but goat is directly dependent on the plant. Now jackal is eaten by what? Lion. Now if there is no goat present, then there will be no jackal, then there will be no lion. If there is no jackal, if there will be no lion. Now all are dependent on the plant, and there is a link for getting their food among the animals. So if one of the member is disturbed, one of the member is removed from the food chain, then ecosystem will be disturbed. So we have to maintain the ecosystem, that is the balance of population of animals. We have to maintain the food chain. That is, there is a link among the animals and plant for taking their food. Now there is a chain, there is a chain that you see here, that plants, and it is eaten by what? Rabbit, and rabbit is eaten by what? Jackal. Jackal, and jackal is eaten by what? Tiger. This plant is taken by what? Rat, and rat is taken by what? Owl. This is a food chain. Then this plant is taken by rat, and rat is taken by what? A snake. And a snake is taken by what? Owl. Owl or eagle. Now this is a food chain. Now the chain among the animals and plant for getting their food is called food chain. Understand? Food chain क्या है? It is a chain. It is a link among the animals and plants. For what purpose? For getting their food. As for example, you have to write that plant is eaten by what? Rat. Rat is eaten by what? A snake. A snake is eaten by eagle. This is a food chain. Now second food chain, plant is eaten by rabbit. Rabbit is eaten by jackal, and jackal is eaten by tiger. This is another food chain. Now third, that is plant is eaten by goat. Goat is eaten by jackal, and jackal is eaten by lion. This is another food chain. Now we see that there are many food chain which is started from plant and ended on lion. So all food chain which is started from plant and ended on lion. Right? Now these food chains are interconnected. Understand? These are starting from plant and ended on tiger or lion. Now, these interconnected food chains are called what? Food web. अंडरस्टैंड? वेब मीन्स समझते हो, जाल है ना. फूड चेन का जो यह इंटरकनेक्शन है, एक जाल बनाता है जिसमें आप देख रहे हैं कि एक एनिमल्स जो है बहुत सारे फूड चेन का मेंबर हैं. वो लायन बैठा हुआ है. ये बहुत सारे चेन से, बहुत तरीके से, बहुत फूड चेन से आते हैं जो जानवर, सब को ये ख़त्म कर देता है. ठीक है. तो यह जो इंटरकनेक्शन है फूड चेन का, जो स्टार्ट होता है प्लांट से और एंड होता है लायन पे, दिस इंटरकनेक्शन ऑफ फूड चेन इज कॉल्ड फूड web. Understand? Now, write on the homework, what is the Wildlife Protection Act? What is Wildlife Protection Act 1972? Explain. Now, second, what do you mean by food chain and food web? Write with figures. You have to make the figures of food chain and food web. Okay. Now next day I will teach you care for animals. Bye.